Welcome to The Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast once again. I wanted to read this because I think this was probably the most concise and detailed breakdown of what happened between Beyonce and Kelis. Just to recap, Beyonce put out a song that had somewhat of a sample from one of Kelis's songs from back in the day, and Kelis then accused Beyonce of thievery, and it was just a whole big mess. But now that all the details have emerged with what actually happened, and I was hoping that these ladies could come to some type of resolve, but this I don't think was the resolve that we were expecting. But I think that this goes right along with what I've said many times on this podcast, is that you cannot let your emotions get the best of you and messing up situations down the road. I've seen a lot of people mess up business situations because they cannot keep it together, or they have to have the last word, or they have to cuss somebody out, or whatever the case may be. And, I've talked to clients about this as well. I've had clients that messed up great business situations because they don't know how to keep their mouth shut and they don't know how to be professional, But I think that this is a great overview of what happened, and I think that it will give people a little bit more, I don't want to say closure, but give a little bit more detail and clarity, I think is the word I was trying to find, on what actually went down. So here is the piece. This is by the Black Kings and Queens Project, and thanks to you guys for breaking this down this way. I just think it's brilliant. Okay, there is a lesson to be learned here. Kelis is not the songwriter or producer of Milkshake, so her money stopped after she stopped performing it. She doesn't get to make any decisions regarding the song. She does not continue to get paid from the song. Beyonce puts out a song called Energy, in which there is an interpolation of Milkshake, not a sample. Beyonce legally clears the use with the song's producers and adds Kelis as a songwriter, which means she can now get paid for years to come. Kelis goes on a tangent, calling Beyonce a thief, and says she could have had the decency to call her, even though she didn't have a legal obligation to do so. Instead of Beyonce responding negatively, she simply removes Kelis as a songwriter and the use of a simple la 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 that would have gotten Kelis paid for life. Now Kelis is back to square one, no credits and no money from a hit song she didn't even own. And y'all thinking Beyonce was wrong? If anything, it's a surprise gift. Hey, I know you didn't get taken care of for your single, so here is an opportunity where you are a part as a writer on my song so that you can get paid. Moral of the story: don't let emotion and low vibrations ruin your blessings. Humility and unity over pride and division. Wishing both these queens the best. BKQ. I gotta tell you, it really struck me. The whole thing, I just couldn't imagine. I really wanted them to come to some type of resolve, But sometimes, when stuff like this happens, you have to find out all the details before you pop off. Because trust me, if I'm gonna pop off on something, it's because I did my investigations. Some people will say, oh, you're not saying anything. You're being quiet. That person need to be checked. They will get checked. trust and believe, they will get checked. But I'm gonna make sure that I have dotted all my I's and crossed all my T's before I walk down that road. Because now it's almost like, well, not almost, she's looking like you don't know how to have decent conversations. You know what I'm saying? I think I understand her hurt. If you saw her post on Instagram, I think her hurt really stems from the fact that, you know, as she said, she was swindled out of the money for that particular song, out of the publishing and being, you know, written into the publishing, I guess, as a songwriter and all of that. And it seemed like what was happening is that Beyonce was trying to right that wrong in a roundabout way, and it was not received. People, you could be on the precipice, one of my favorite words, of greatness, and you ruin it because you don't know how to watch more and listen more, talk less. You know how the youngins say less? That's what you need to do. Say less, watch more, because you will learn so much. So I hope that people who are up and coming in the music business, you guys know I have repped for music people, indie artists and things like that over the years. So I'm versed in these arenas, and I'm telling you, I was very like, wow. When I thought about it, I said, man, she put her on there. I think that means that she can now get paid. And I was like, ooh, that was such a boss move, you know? And here we are in this situation. So, yeah, think about the types of connections that you make with people. Think about what you say before it actually comes out of your mouth, because this right here just proves it almost proves a lot of the things that people have said behind the scenes about her, just popping off and saying all these different things. And nobody wants to believe anything bad about their artists. No, you know, we all have our people that we love, but this, wow. But I thank the Black Kings and Queens Project for breaking this down so well. It was brilliant the way that you guys broke this down in layman's terms for people to understand. And again, you know, when a blessing comes your way, grab it and relish in it, because this was a blessing and it slipped right out of her hands, you know. And it's sad. You know, I think we're so busy being angry that we're not paying attention to the blessings that are sitting right in front of us. And definitely, this is a lesson learned. Like, share, subscribe to this podcast. Connect with me over on Instagram at Onyx Queen Media. If you want to continue a conversation, let's continue the conversation. I think it's a good one to have. But I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Online savings simplified. Don't search for coupon codes ever again. With one click, Honey's smart shopping assistant will automatically apply discounts to your cart in seconds. Save on all your favorite things. Easily pay less for products you're already buying online. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Join Honey for free. It takes 2 clicks to add Honey to your Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Opera browser. Find savings in seconds. While you shop, Honey will find working promo codes across the entire internet, and you save instantly. With one click, Honey will apply the best deals to your cart. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Get Honey. Download it today. visit our link www.tinyurl.com/ONYXHONEY. That's www.tinyurl.com/Onyx Honey. Start saving right now.